Hi, let's talk about branding today. Branding for Minecraft YouTubers. And this is going to be part 1 of 4 videos about branding. And today we're talking about who are you? So when you think about branding, most people think about your channel art or your logo or your intro. And I want to challenge you to think a little bit bigger about what your brand actually is. Your brand is a lot more than the colors or images and logos that you use on your channel. You are your brand. Your brand is you. So that begs the question, who are you? What makes you special? What makes you unique? What makes you different than the thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of people out there playing Minecraft and putting videos on YouTube? What makes you different? There's something that makes you different. We just got to figure out what it is and build the foundation of your brand from that. Now, this is going to be hard. This is not going to be easy by any means. This is going to be one of the hardest things that you probably do as far as building your channel goes. Thale says the most difficult thing in life is to know yourself. And I have to agree with that. When I went through this myself, just learning about myself, learning about my strengths, my weaknesses, things I'm good at, things I'm not good at, things I like about myself, things I don't necessarily like about myself. It's difficult to really take a step back and look at yourself in that way and be completely objective about it. So just know that going into this, it's not going to be easy, but it will be rewarding. So stay the course, stick with it. And if you do this and you do it right, this is going to set the foundation for you, and you're going to know exactly where you need to go and what you need to do and how you need to do things going forward. This is going to be your compass, basically. So stick with it, and let's move on. To get started, you need to take an inventory of things you're good at, things you're not good at, how you believe the world views you and perceives you. So some questions that help with that are, what are you good at? And what are the things outside of Minecraft and YouTube and the things that you're building a channel on? What else do you enjoy doing? And then, what are 3 words that you would use to describe yourself? So for me, these things are internet marketing. I'm good at that. What other things do I enjoy? I enjoy playing music. I enjoy drums. I enjoy teaching people and helping people do things, helping them reach their goals. And 3 words that I would use to describe myself are smart, funny, and efficient, just off the top of my head. And you basically want to write this stuff down and get a good idea. Maybe take a couple of days to review these and really make sure that you're set on them. So, the first 5-10 minutes, you're going to come up with a few of these things, and then take a break, come back at it an hour or so later, day or so later, just review them, see how you feel about it, and write some more stuff down if it comes to you. This should not be a one and done thing. You should always be taking inventory of yourself, what you think you're good at, what you think you're not so good at, and kind of refining that and really just honing in on it. And if you're not good at something that you want to be good at, then focus on that and make sure you're aware of it. Now, on the flip side, you want to take note of what you're not good at. What do you hate doing? What would others say is your biggest flaw or weakness? What do you think your biggest flaw or weakness is? And you don't want to dwell on this a whole lot. I know from personal experience that if you write these things down and you focus on those, it can kind of bring you down a little bit. So just kind of touch on these things and just say, yeah, just accept it. I'm not good at these things. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people are not good at things. So you happen to be good at other things, which we just figured out in the last slide. So just take note of these things, be aware of them, and don't focus a whole lot on them. Now, this is going to be really hard it was difficult for me. I know it'll be difficult for a lot of you, but you need to open it up for feedback from people that you know and people that you care about. Here are some questions that you can pose to these people. What would you say I'm really good at? What is your favorite thing about me? And this is more of a personality related question. What do they like about you and your personality? And this will give you an idea of something that you can bring to the table that is unique to you, that will set you apart from other YouTubers. So maybe they think you're funny, or you sing good, or you're really smart and you have a way of breaking things down in a way that makes sense to people. Just stuff like that. And then ask them what 3 words they would use to describe you. So what you'll find interesting is the 3 words that you picked and the 3 words that you get back may be way off base. They may be completely different. And what you need to know, if that happens, is that the way you see yourself and the way that other people see you is different. And you can take that information and you can say, all right, well, this is what people think about me. In a lot of cases, you'll find that maybe you're underselling yourself, or you really don't have that high of an opinion of yourself when other people do. And that will feel really good. Now, in some cases, you may find that you have a really high opinion of yourself and not everybody else does. So that might be a jarring moment for you if that's the case. But I have a feeling that for most of you out there, you're going to find that you don't really have necessarily a super high opinion of yourself, but a lot of people do. A lot of people think that you're awesome at certain things and you just didn't notice that. So take note of that, write it down, work it into who you are. And if you don't like the way other people see you, then we're going to talk about that in just a second. So you want to compare what you thought about yourself to what others think about you. And like I said, was it what you expected? Was it close? Was it way off? Are you surprised? And now that you have a better idea of what other people think of you, you got to decide, is that the image you want? And if it's not, I want to challenge you to write 3 words to describe the person you want others to see you as. So if you want people to think you're funny, write down funny. If you want people to think you're smart or logical, write those words down. If you want them to think you're efficient or helpful or kind or whatever, write down those 3 words and put them on a piece of paper, carry them around with you in your pocket, look at them often. And that will just keep that in your mind. So that way, day after day, you'll keep seeing these words and you'll remember to act that way and put yourself out into the world in that way. And eventually, 6 months, a year down the road, you'll do this again. You'll ask people, hey, what do you like about me? What are things that you would say about me? What are 3 words that you would use to describe me? And you'll probably find that it'll be a lot closer to what you have written down and what you've been trying to change about yourself and about how others see you. So a neat little exercise there that you can do. I've done this personally. Works out great. It's taken me a long time to get where I am now. I used to be very introverted, very quiet, didn't have a lot of personality or things to offer to the world. So I started working on myself. I did this exercise and it helped out quite a bit. I started joining things like Toastmasters and other groups and putting myself out there and stepping outside of my comfort zone and changing the way that not only other people thought about me, but the way that I thought about myself. So very, very helpful exercise. Definitely recommend doing it. It's going to be difficult, like I said, but it's very rewarding and very helpful. Now, we want to find out why you're doing this. We know now who you are, who you want to be, how others perceive you. Why do you want to do this? To figure that out, to really dig deep and figure out why you want to do this, I recommend an exercise called the 7 Whys. So you start with your statement, I want to be a Minecraft YouTuber. And then ask yourself why 7 times. Why do I want to be a Minecraft YouTuber? Well, because such and such. Well, why? Well, because such and such. Well, why? And you just keep drilling down at least 7 times. If you can keep going, go for it. But push yourself. It's going to be hard to get to 7 times, but push yourself and you'll get there. So here is my example. Here's why I'm doing it. So I want to be a Minecraft YouTuber. Why? Well, because I enjoy Minecraft and I'd like to make a living at it. Well, why? Well, because my daughters got me into it and I love bonding over it with them and seeing all the cool stuff they do. Well, why? Because I'd like to spend more of that kind of quality time with them and I feel like my job's taken away from that time. Well, why? Well, because I feel like the higher up the corporate ladder I get, the less time I'll have with them. Why? Well, because since their mom and I are divorced, I only get half the time I normally would with them. Why? Because every week they go back to their moms, I feel like I should have done more with the time I had. Why? Because they're growing up so fast, and I want to make the most of every moment that I have with them. So as you can see, you took a very general statement, I want to be a Minecraft YouTuber, and you really dug down to the core of why I want to be a Minecraft YouTuber. So that's why I'm doing it, and that will help you dig down and figure out why you're doing it as well. From there, you want to craft your why statement. So you basically will take the last answer you gave about the 7th why and craft it into the reason why you're doing this, a statement that says why you want to do this. So I want to be a Minecraft YouTuber. I enjoy the game, and I believe that sharing the passion I have gained for it on YouTube will allow me to earn a living while making the most of every fleeting moment that I have with my daughters. That's pretty powerful. And then you combine that with an if I don't statement. For example, if I don't do this, X will happen, I'll still be such and such and nothing will change. So for me, that would be if I don't build a successful YouTube channel, I'll be forced to stay at my corporate job where I'll be successful, but I'll have less and less time to spend with my family. Every week will come and pass with my daughters while I work away, and before I know it, they'll be moving out on their own and I'll have missed those amazing childhood years with them. And if you put all of that together, you have what I call a motivation statement, a super powerful motivation statement. So I want to be a Minecraft YouTuber. I enjoy the game and I believe sharing the passion that I've gained for it on YouTube will allow me to earn a living while making the most of every fleeting moment I have with my daughters. If I don't build a successful YouTube channel, I'll be forced to stay at my corporate job where I'll be successful, but I'll have less and less time to spend with my family. Every week will come and pass with my daughters while I work away, and before I know it, they'll be moving out on their own and I'll have missed those amazing childhood years with them. Now, if you print that out and keep it handy for when you don't feel like making a video or recording or doing the SEO or going out and talking in the community, you just don't feel like doing those things that you know you need to do to be successful, and you read that statement, it's going to kick you into gear real quick. Now take all of this information and make a one-pager out of it. Put your motivation statement up at the top. Put the things that you're good at, the things that you're not good at, the words that other people have said about you, the words that you want to become if you aren't what you want to be or where you want to be. Keep those around your computer. And again, that will help keep you motivated. That'll help be your compass to how you want to portray yourself in video and on your channel. And when you go to make videos, you could say, all right, I want to be funny, engaging, and helpful. So those are the 3 words that you want: funny, engaging, and helpful. You'll have those, and every time you go to make a video, just keep that in mind. You'll see those words, and you'll be more likely to exemplify those words in your videos. So that's it. This is the foundation of your brand. This is who you are, who you want to be, And from there, we're going to build on that. Next week, we're going to talk about creating your brand statement and beginning to define your target audience. And then from there, we're going to zero in on your target audience and really flesh out what that audience looks like, that person looks like. We're going to actually create an avatar and really figure out exactly what the person watching your videos looks like. And then from there, we'll move on to what most people think of as branding, which are your graphics and visual branding, your colors, your logo, that sort of thing. We'll talk about some different elements behind that and where to get them if you aren't good at that kind of thing and all that stuff. So stick around for those, but that's all I've got time for today. Thank you for joining me in this marketing video about branding. Be sure to like it if you liked it. If you really liked it, subscribe. And if you know of somebody that could use this information, be sure to share it with them. But for now, I'm EddieTheOrange, and I will see you next time.